Look, I wish I was getting up here to do something funny, but you've seen my family and Catherine walk in, so it's probably not a good time. Look, after some discussions with the club, we've decided that, this weekend will be my last game. Definitely not an easy thing to say in front of all you guys here today. That call was made a few weeks ago, and I hoped you'd hear it from me first. Unfortunately, got out in the media yesterday, and before I could speak to you all today, so I feel like I still got something to offer, and I'd hoped to continue being able to continue at this great club, but not meant to be. So, look, all nervous and shaking, and look, with saying that, I'd love to take this time to share a few stories, thank some people who have helped me along the way, and also share some learnings from my career in the hope that it guides you boys to success further forward. I've been here 13 years now, which is still hard to wrap my head around and put in perspective. In 2012, I was one of 12 players that got drafted and recruited here. Players like Tigger, Matty McDonough, Liam McBean, Caden Williams, Gideon Simon, Aaron Edwards, Troy Chaplin, Oren Stevenson, Ricky Petter, Taylor Hunt, Chris Knights. There's a few. I knew absolutely nobody in Melbourne. I didn't really know a heap about the game, let alone coaches and players here. I mean, my first day here, I was walking around, shaking everyone's hand, introducing myself, and I went up to a past coach, Adam Douglas, and asked, "So are you a player here?" He laughed and he said, "No, mate, I'm a coach." I felt embarrassed, so the next person I went up to, I didn't want to ask the same question. So I shook Chris Knight's hand and I said, "So what's your role here at the club?" He laughed and he said, "I'm a player, mate." So I couldn't win. All I ever wanted to do when I was drafted was not only play my first game, but get my name on my locker amongst the great players that wore the number 33. There's this horrific photo that gets shared around the club time to time. It's me standing in front of my locker, and my old man took the photo of me, but I got like a bowl cut, and I'm like, ugh. Look, I had to put a lot of work into my game as a young player. I came in as a skinny 18-year-old, 69, 70 kilos. I didn't debut until my third year, after I was this close to being delisted on the spot. And that's a story I'm sure you all know, and we'll keep telling. Look, I'll never forget the first opportunity either I got to put on my jumper for this club. It was round one against Carlton in front of 90,000 fans. I was nominated for the Rising Star that round and won a Tissot watch for man of the match. And it was my 21st birthday that weekend. I celebrated with a yacht party with the boys. Something Hammer and Ivy, I'm sure, remember. But putting the jumper on that night, it was more than just for me. It was for my family, all my schoolmates, school teachers, and coaches that helped me get to the AFL. I still have a massive connection with Pinjarra and home. My school comes here every year, I give them a bit of a tour of the club. You know, you see them with the fluoro beanies, they come to our game. Shit. Pressure, you know, I like doing the funny stuff, but... Look, I've had some incredible highs and some real lows during my time here. I missed most of the 2016 season with syndesmosis. I finally got back to full training in pre-season post-Christmas, and then I did my ankle again. The following year, I played in the 2017 Grand Final. It's on par as one of the greatest achievements in my life. To see what it meant to all the fans, my family, my friends, and to know that all the hard work that the playing group had put in had gotten us there. In 2019, I missed out on playing in the Grand Final. At the end of that season, I had to have a hard look at myself and ask if I was really giving everything I had. I had to get back to what I knew. I had to put in the work and make the change in my game. I spent 2 weeks in UCHAR training, my ass off. I came back in pre-season, I set PBs in the gym and on the field. Then the following year, in 2020, when we went away to the hub in Gold Coast, I had the absolute time of my life. Something Catherine already knows, so it's okay. It was honestly like school camp on steroids, and I loved it. I didn't earn my spot back immediately, and I got a bit doubtful about whether all this extra hard work in the off-season would pay off. I started to think I was done and my career would end that season. I ended up playing every game from round 4, played in the grand final, and won the Kevin Bartlett medal. Some would say it was a lookalike award for our hairlines. Reaching 200 games this year meant a hell of a lot. Had to earn every game I've played to get to that point. Seeing all the headbands was an absolute pisser. Look, other things that stand out. Caps is cap. Talk about being vulnerable. Standing up here in front of the playing group and dancing couldn't have got any awkwarder. Still meant a lot. I mean, I even got a tattoo of it on my ankle. Or even dressing up as the Grinch and getting up here in front of you boys. I might have to get that tattooed on me next. Look, I'm going to miss things like, nights away as a playing group. Staying at Safety Beach, catching the bus to Sereno Hotel with everyone chanting on it. Or organising dinners like the one at Rockpool this year and seeing everyone rock up in their A-kits. Interstate games were always my favourite because of the little moments, like when we're sitting in the Virgin Lounge having a coffee, or even walks to get late night snacks, or even have a little banter along the way. I was going to share a few things that I've learnt and will take away with me. And, I hope that it helps you boys and guides you to success. It sounds obvious, but hard work. To get the ultimate success, you have to work incredibly hard, no doubt about it, or else everyone would do it. You know that. We know there's always somebody out there that wants us just as bad as you, if not more. But the difference is the effort you put in. If you rock up blaming the heat or the decisions someone else made around you, that's when the hard work's going to defeat you. You have to take some accountability. You have to train the way you want to play, because when you get there at the end of the day, it makes it easier and you're more prepared to perform at a high level. When things are hard individually as a team, you need to be able to lean into it and embrace the challenge together as a group. And that's the best thing about you guys. You get to share that work, support each other through it, and that's the Richmond band behaviour that's been taught to me. The connection amongst the group is built off the hard times and doing it together, because that's what makes it so rewarding when you get that success, because you did it all together. Don't take for granted what you have right now. It's a privilege to be here and play for this club and in front of the fans we have. My time's done here now. But I want you boys to make sure you never miss an opportunity while you're here. I want to highlight other things, and this is something that's so important to me. It's the role player. I've never seen myself as that flashy player that's dominated games. I've never really been a stats-orientated player. There's been plenty of games where I've had 10 touches, but I've felt like I've played the game of my life. With time and growing as a player, I realised the game was more than just the person with the ball in hand. It involved every player on the field, every second of the game. The way this footy club and playing group has made me feel so valuable without having the ball in my hand is incredible. I started to realise during my career that by me covering off the outlets on the open side, put just that little bit of hesitation in the oppo's mind that would allow a chase down tackle from Jace Castagna, Dan Butland, or even you, Mansell. I wouldn't get a kick, mark or handball for any of it, but during the week, I'd have teammates reiterate how important that role was in that moment. I'll forever be grateful for that because it made me believe that I had the most important role on the field. And that if I didn't play my role, everything would break down around me. That's what every player should be thinking in any moment of the game. No one's role is better or worse than anyone else's out there. So when we do the Burke Award noms, I encourage you boys to continue to highlight the little things that others don't see on the field. That's how you build a strong brotherhood. Don't just take it for granted. Because if those off-ball moments are not valued and recognised amongst the playing group, how do you expect your teammates to keep showing up and keep doing it over and over and over again? This club has taught me what it means to be a Richmond man. When you walk into this great club, you're shaped by those around you. The values that we have up there on the wall, the way of life for us boys. Not just when you walk out in the field, but outside these four walls. Everyone knows I've basically been working 2 jobs the past couple of years. Setting up my building company. All the lessons I've learnt here, I'll be sure to implement at K-Trades. Like the role player, the building industry is no different. Maybe minus 100,000 fans, but you've got your plumber, electrician, your carpenter, and they've all got an important role to play on site. So, look, there's a lot of people I want to thank, so I'll try to be brief, and I'm sorry if I miss anyone. It's honestly, words can't explain how grateful I am for everybody in this room and out there. My family, you've always been there. I hope you know how important you are to me. Like I just said, words can't explain how thankful I am towards you. I wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for you all. Dad, you're at the back there. You've always motivated me at a young age and did everything to give me an opportunity to live out my dream. I'm going to miss our pre-game phone calls to talk about tactics. Now I'm going to have to call you time to time to talk about tactics on the job site. No doubt that what I've done is a credit to you and Mum. And Mum, you're up in Katherine at Northern Territory right now, living your best life. And I can't wait to see you come down this weekend. You've given so much to me and sacrificed so much for not only me but us kids. Those early morning footy drop-offs, always taking me to training or saying little comments like, "Are you going to run around the block today?" I'll never forget early days as a kid playing in Pinjarra and coming home sore, and you'd always say, "Toughen up, you'll be right." I still say that to myself after games at the moment. To Dimmer, you gave me my first opportunity to represent this great football club, mate, and I'm forever grateful for it. You taught me the purpose. You taught me the purpose in playing a selfless role and always made me feel valued as a player. To Ooze, thank you for the family values you've brought and demonstrated to us all. Things like getting all the dads and father figures in for a day here at the club, mothers coming along for Mother's Day, and that extends to your wife, Affy, who has shown so much care and support to the partners of this footy club and hosting events. I appreciate the family vibe. To Tigger, mate, we started our journey together, been there every step of the way. You're one of the smartest players I know, buddy. You're direct and tell everyone how it is, but you have high standards, And that's what will help drive this club forward, mate. So don't ever lose that. To Nank, thanks for being a sounding board for me. You've been there during tough times, also the good times. You've always checked in on me. You're someone that always inspires me game day for the way you play. But I bet you're going to miss those ketchup gags. Oh, Shorty, mate, I don't even have words to describe how thankful I am to have you as a mate. You always reiterate my role and how valued it is. You made me believe I'm a great player, even when I've doubted it in me. I'm going to miss coming in here every day, seeing you, having a bit of banter. But I'm also going to miss you calling me bald every day, even though I'm bald. Fridge and bakes. I can't wait to catch up in a couple of weeks. You two boys like Shorty and Nank have helped me through a lot in my career and have been there so much. Even if we agree to disagree and the Patrol is better than the Land Cruiser. Past and present teammates, thanks for all the memories we share together. Thank you for embracing me for who I am without any judgment and still making me feel like a young whippersnapper. Thanks for helping shape me to the person I am here today. I'm going to miss coming in here every day and seeing you all, running out in the training track, yelling out, not one cloud in sight. And lastly, I'm so thankful for what the Richmond Football Club has given me. The support of the Tiger Army has been incredible. We honestly have the best supporters in the AFL. I'll miss lining up. I'm going to miss lining up in front of goal and hearing the roar, the noise, and doing the double cobra after I kick a goal. Richmond's changed my life. I've grown up here. This club has become my family to me. You gave me a home away from home. I'll be forever grateful. You gave this boy from Pinjarra more than he could ever have dreamt of. So as I finish up here, and now with my name on my locker, I hope that I've made every single past player that's worn the number 33 proud. Because I know it's such an honour to put the jumper on here at this club. Shit. So yeah, that's it, I think. So thanks everyone. I hope to continue to see you all. I hope to continue to make more memories. And I love yous. Thanks.
On behalf of the club, mate, I know you thank a lot of people, but we thank you. I know you walked into the building trying to get your name on your locker, but you've gone way past that. You've left a lasting legacy. And when I think of you, I think, and you spoke about playing your role, you not only played your role, you were a master at your role, you're an amazing teammate, and you're the reason why the Richmond man behaviours are driven and they're lasting, because you are the epitome of a Richmond man, and a great Richmond man. So before we finish, I'm not sure the family at the back understand what this is about, but I think it'd be remiss of me to just explain what that is and what we do and
What, the
what
wizard?
it means.
The wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the wizard, you know.
What is it?
And I'm pretty sure we get a bit of noise, everyone puts their hands up, you know, and the wizard, he gravitates the energy to this side, and then he gets the energy to this side, and then he gets louder, and then it gets louder. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.